Welcome back. It is week 11 of Beethoven, and I am playing the last 3 pages of the final movement. A friend mentioned to me this week she noticed Yo-Yo Ma trills with all his fingers. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't figured that out yet. Let's talk about this week's music. So there were a couple things that were specifically quite challenging. One of them starts around measure 243, and it's this combination of double stops and an open string drone that really does challenge coordination. So not only do you need to place and release at a very precise time in the left hand and have the left hand spacing correct for whether it's a major or a minor sixth. That needs to be very accurate and very fast. And then in the right hand, you're really going back and forth, 2 strings, 1 string, 2 strings, 1 string. And maybe that sounds easy. For me, it's one thing to do that if I'm doing that constantly, but to just break into a section that's like that is hard. On the second page, I found the trills still to be weird and kind of tiring. Does anybody else find trills to be tiring? I also found just like the whole section right around 300 to be string crossings, like just string crossings galore, and so much. And then, I mean, you see my frantic page turn, that was funny. Just deciding how to finger this was hard, and if I should do half step micro shifts or bigger shifts. This is, again, for most violinists who are playing at a higher level, this will be very straightforward, I think. For me, this is like definitely kind of a reach. So really, really challenging. Part of this whole process for me, the goal was to get better at high position playing. And by high position, for me, I mean after fifth. And I think this is still working on that, still exposing where I don't feel as comfortable and hopefully growing the skill of playing up high. And then really for me, the big surprise was, oh my gosh, 3:30 to kind of the end, the string crossings combined with the shifting was just like madness. How am I supposed to keep track of all of this? It was really, really rough. I actually think that would be the main reason I had to do cuts today. It's like, there's just so many shifts plus string crossings to keep track of. And I love patterns and I tend to pick up on patterns. But the thing about this is like, you pick up on the pattern and then it switches to a totally different pattern. Like you're used to playing 3 on a string, 3 on a string, and then it goes 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and plus a shift somewhere in the middle of there. And it's just kind of like a logistical nightmare, especially from a beginner perspective, like beginning looking at this. How would I have practiced this differently? You know, I don't know. I think I approached it really calmly, which I like, and I didn't really get too flustered. I think I just wish I could have given it more time. I think that would have been helpful. I've still been scared to pull out a recording and practice with it. I think because I'm a perfectionist, and if I hear someone else playing it, I'm going to want to give up. That's a little immature. But especially because I'm recording it. It's one thing if I'm just practicing it and nobody hears this. But I think because I'm recording it, I'm a little bit self-conscious. I'm more self-conscious. And so if I hear an amazing violinist play it, I'll be like, why am I even doing this? Right now, I guess I'm not strong enough to engage with them. So I try to kind of limit factors that would make me scared to share. And I try to turn up the factors that make me more interested in sharing what I'm learning. So, all right, guys, bit of a ramble here. It is the second to last week. We have just one more week, and it's going to be the cadenza, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun. In April, I'm really excited to be mixing up the content. This is me signing off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying this, and I hope you join us for next week, our last week in the Beethoven series.